how do I talk myself out of not selling these pieces? Because I always want to keep everything for myself. Hello, internet friends. This week we're doing things a little backwards. I went thrifting the other day and I didn't film very much. I only filmed a few clips, but I got so much epic stuff. I think I'm gonna share everything that I picked up right now, and then we're gonna go thrifting again and I'll share that stuff too. So this is gonna be one big epic adventure. But first, I just wanna show you guys what I have on right now because it is perfection and I am obsessed with it. It is finally starting to get a little cold in Florida, and by cold I mean 70 degrees. But it's at least at a point where I feel like I can start to wear some of my loungewear. It's my favorite time of year. When the loungewear comes out, that's when you know I am the happiest. The set that I have on is this Ruka or Rusha. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. These are like a barrel crop sweatpant dream. I would compare it to High Street Frankie shop. They're not overly expensive, but at the same time, they are still in that wheelhouse of just really good quality. I paired it with this Free People Movement sweatshirt. This is one of my favorite pieces. When I showed my closet clean out, this was definitely one of the pieces that I think I talked the most about, just because I love a batwing fit. Like anything that has kind of like that dolman batwing style to it, I just absolutely love this cut of an outfit. Okay, first I want to start out with the Canadian tuxedo because I found a couple pieces that I am obsessed with as far as creating the ultimate Canadian tuxedo look. And there's two different styles that I kind of want to try out and see how I feel about it. But I found these ultra high-waisted denim, vintage denim, like 100% cotton straight leg jeans. I will always, always, always advocate for vintage denim jeans. They're gonna be top notch in your wardrobe. Found this Uniqlo button-down shirt that I think my favorite part about this, because button-downs are a dime a dozen in the thrift store, but when you have a collar line like this, like where it buttons at the front, that instantly just brings it up a notch and makes it feel that much richer, if you will. This and this together, and then I want to show you another way that I plan on styling this specific top in my wardrobe. I don't think I'm going to keep these jeans. I think these are going to go in my shop. This piece I'm definitely keeping for myself. I think this is just such a quintessential button-down top. Let me just explain. So first and foremost, red is supposed to be the color this season. You are seeing it everywhere. So I stole this Brixton hat from my inventory. It's new with tags, so I'm really shocked that it hasn't sold yet. But the fact that it's red, I mean, that alone just made me go, yeah, this needs to be put together somehow. But oh my gosh, you pair it with these intentionally blank boots. These jeans are a little stiff up here, which is a good thing. Like when you try your denim on like this and it's maybe a little bit, I don't want to say painful, but it's like one of those like, ooh, kind of moments. Like if it's cotton, if it's 100% cotton, it's going to give a little bit. Like the more you move around, the more it's going to form to your body. So I feel like this is masterpiece. I love it. This is how I plan on styling this shirt with what I have in my personal wardrobe. These are the Levi's high loose denim jeans. I'm such a fan of these, but I think I'm a fan mostly of the color, like the darker wash and then compared with the lighter blue. I feel like this is a uniform method right here too. Like if you can nail this look, then you can start to combine in other pieces. Like I feel like this with a baseball cap would just be a look on its own. Throw on a little dad cap and you have yourself a classic look. And then if it's cold outside, you throw on a good cardigan, voila. You have such a good quintessential uniform. This is a uniform piece. And let me just remind you, I say this every single year, but this is the time of year where if you have long hair, tucking it into something is just so much fun. I was always so bummed when I cut my hair short and I couldn't tuck it in as much, but now, oh my gosh, it's finally reaching that length where like you can just tuck it into things and I love it. Okay, let me show you guys the next piece that I picked up. This one, this is hands down my favorite piece. It's been a while too since I found a good leather jacket like this. It is so good. This is where everything starts going south in my videos, is because I get so excited about the jackets and then I remember that it's 70 degrees here and this is just not practical. Look at the braiding detail on this though. It is so good. It has like a little bit of discoloring on this side and you can kind of see, I mean, it's really not that bad, but like it just, slightly lighter. So it has a little bit of like patina to it. There is so much that you can do with this jacket too. Like this is a very utility look to it, but I feel like you could easily, actually, I kind of already know, I kind of have an outfit in mind because I thrifted this beautiful dress that I think will be a perfect example of having like a vintage dress on underneath this. As someone who has been selling vintage jackets like this for as long as I have, these always sell. They don't sit for me. They're not something that's not like a guaranteed sell. Like this will move so fast because it's just always on trend. It's always a style that somebody's looking for. Whether it's because a guy from Tiger King wore it or because there's a trend called coastal cowgirl going on. It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be present in somebody's wardrobe. Okay, this dress is one of the pieces that I would consider like a hero piece. I feel like this is one of those styles that one will always be on trend. Like you can't go wrong with like a fit in a style like this. It's just so beautiful. But I consider it a hero piece because when you talk about like capsule wardrobes and stuff like that, you have pieces in your wardrobe that I feel like will always stand the test of time. This is one of those pieces that constantly belong there. My version of this hero piece is this green one that I've had forever. I feel like this is just one of those dresses, like the cut and everything. It just is so complimentary. It's so it just hugs your body in all the right places, but then drapes in all the other right places. I consider these like pieces that just make or break a wardrobe. Let's go back to that jacket because I think these boots with that jacket, that's gonna be a look right there. I guarantee it. And there we go. This is vintage on vintage with a touch of modern. I love it. I love, love, love it. You cannot go wrong. I have to show you guys my absolute favorite way to wear belted pieces. I bought this years ago when I was doing one of my Disney vacations and I needed a fanny pack. This was long before fanny packs came back around too. Like they were in the 80s, but they weren't in past that. And I bought this just knowing like I needed a fanny pack. And now this is easily one of my favorite, like I love, love, love having some kind of utility vibe to it. My personal favorite, one that I'm definitely saving up for eventually. Some people are gonna love this and some people are gonna hate this, but I love, love, love the Disney Coach fanny pack. But eventually I would love to own a fanny pack like that. I just think they are so, I mean, the Gucci belt loop one too, that's another perfect example of just timeless look. I told you all this was an epic haul. Let me just tell you. It is an epic haul. I don't always pick up like prom style or evening style gowns because I do find them a lot when I am out thrifting, but this one in particular, like the body on this, I mean, anything that has this like V cut to it automatically is gonna be a winner. It's gonna be such a good fit. If you wanted to be like super cool girl-esque too, you could wear this with like a t-shirt on underneath and just call it a day. I feel like you really could do that and pull it together. This belongs in like Dita Von Teese's wardrobe or something. Like this is just such an elegant, like, how do I talk myself out of not selling these pieces? Because I always want to keep everything for myself. Okay, next I'm gonna dial it down a little bit and wear a couple pieces that I feel like fit more of my wardrobe. I've been seeing people out and about lately with striped dress shirts on, and I've really enjoyed seeing how they style it. And I kept thinking, you know what? I need a striped dress shirt in my life. This style instantly makes me feel like $1,000,000. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the cut, the pinstripes. It makes me feel more mature. And I feel like my wardrobe is kind of changing in that sense a little bit. Just a more well-polished look is essentially what I'm leaning towards. And don't get me wrong, I will always, always, always find different ways to style it how I'm feeling that day, essentially. If I'm feeling like I just want more of like a minimalist kind of clean girl style, I feel like this is exactly how I would wear it. But if I want to go more for the utility workwear style that I tend to covet the most, I mean, you throw on a hat real quick and I feel like that really kind of dresses it down. This reminds me of something like you would see a woman in the Hamptons wearing this. It's just such a classic. Maybe that's what I kind of mean. I feel like I'm going more for a classic wardrobe. Tell me this is not a whole vibe. I love this look. I love this look so much. I know it's not fall time. It is definitely a summertime look, but I just have to accept the fact that I live in a climate where leaning towards pieces like this is going to be way more common in my wardrobe, and I just feel like this is such an elevated look. Okay, this is one of those moments that I'm actually really happy that I'm too short for this. This would go straight in my wardrobe if I was slightly taller, because this is beautiful. This is a Farm Rio dress, and I am quickly becoming obsessed with that brand. It hasn't been very often that I've been able to get my hands on a Farm Rio piece. They are beautiful. Like, I get the deal behind Farm Rio now. Like, they're definitely a certain type of style. They're more in the maximalist wheelhouse, but I understand the pull to this brand now, 100%. It is just such beautiful pieces. Again, very maximalist, but beautiful nonetheless. Give me the right heels. Even with heels on, this would still be too long on me. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing right now because I'm having such a hard time styling this piece up. Okay, so the piece is this cachet skirt. It is absolutely beautiful. I actually found this at the bins, okay? First and foremost, I could not believe, like, who just let this cachet skirt end up at the bins? I don't know. I'm so glad that I kept this And Other Stories cardigan because I feel like this goes perfectly with it. Like, the color tone just matches, but I just don't have any shoes right now to go with this. So I pulled out the Coach slides. Do you guys remember when I found these? This was like one of the first good pieces that I found since I moved here to Florida. So I'm so glad I put this in my wardrobe because these are so much fun. But I feel like this is more of a white t-shirt and denim jeans kind of thing. Like, you wear these to be the standout piece in your wardrobe. It just does not make sense with this outfit, but I just don't know what else to wear with it. This easily belongs in someone's wardrobe that loves pops of color. Also, real quick, I just want to say, because every so often I get questions about how I clean my cashmere or my delicate mohair. For a while, I mean, we're talking as far back as probably 2017, 2018, I was using the Laundress products. And I mean, I would shout from the rooftops. I think every single vintage video that I did, I would talk about how I use the Laundress to care for it. They've never sponsored me. I've never been affiliated with them. I've linked their products down below, but never like have I worked with them before. And then they had a really big fiasco. They did a giant recall on their products and I stopped using them. I stopped promoting them. But I have kind of noticed people starting to slowly start using Laundress products again. Although it scares me that they had that recall, I still just want to say, like, hands down, that is the best product I have ever used. There's just something so special about using them on wool knits. It just revives the fabric. And I mean, we're talking, I had items that were years old, like 50+ years old, and I would use the Laundress on them and it just instantly gave them a new life and just made you feel like you wanted to wear them without even layering. Because most of the time with pieces like this, you have to layer them. They're so scratchy on your skin. But there is something so special about the Laundress. I can't recommend them enough. Again, I'm always a little hesitant with them because they did have that recall, but it does seem like they've bounced back. For example, I didn't use it on this and it is scratchy as hell. I do this for the love of vintage and the love of vintage only, because let me just tell you, it is so hot in here. How brilliant is this bodysuit? This is from Cachet. It is such a timeless piece. Built-in shoulder padding, but it has the little like Velcro pieces to take it off. I feel like when you take the shoulder pads off, it looks a little bit more like a ski suit, but with the shoulder padding on, it actually fits in with such a current vibe. Honestly, let's talk about Phoebe Philo real quick. She is everywhere at the moment. She just dropped her first ever clothing batch and it is beautiful. There's so many jokes going around right now that like Zara is gonna copy everything that Phoebe Philo does. This, I feel like, looks like her latest pieces. And it's interesting because Phoebe Philo comes from the generation of Chloe that I absolutely coveted, and it looks nothing like this. But her latest launch is definitely those very structured masculine lines. That is it for this try on. However, that is not it for this video. We have so many more adventures to go on. I'm definitely gonna take you guys thrifting with me, whether it's the bins or just like a regular thrift store. I can't make my mind up yet where I wanna go tomorrow, but all of the Disney Christmas stuff just launched, so I really want to go check out all that. Like the gingerbread houses went up and everything. Just all the Christmas decorations are creeping out, so I am all set to get into the holiday mood. Let's continue on this adventure and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. went to Disney last night and we ended up not even doing the parks. We just went to a hotel, as you could see. This weekend was a Run Disney event, so it just felt kind of cumbersome to try and go to the parks. I made it to a Goodwill, so we're gonna go in, kind of wander around, see what we can find, and then maybe go to the parks tonight. I don't know. I mean, if anything, you guys are gonna get a try on. We'll just see. We're just winging it today, okay? That's the game plan. We're winging it. I just have to share this dress with you guys real quick because it is so beautiful, but they want $200 for this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's beautiful, and if someone can take the time to restore this, like, amazing, but I cannot believe they priced this at $200. I mean, again, it's a $200 dress, but someone needs to restore it to make it that valuable. Beautiful though. Look at the, like, oh, just how intricate it is. I think it's probably 1950s, but I don't know. I'm definitely picking up this piece because I really like the wear and kind of patina on the metal. I think that looks really cool. I am really hoping that these fit because I love the wide leg on them. This is just a friendly reminder that there are so many trench coats at the thrift store. Like, you can find them all day long. I mean, look at how good this one is. Like, with the utility, it's a little bit too big for me. I actually don't like the slouchiness of it. I want something that would, like, stop, like, a little after or a little before my wrists. But yeah, I do like this style. Like, this is a very good utility cut. The reason I picked this one up is because a long time ago I found an Issey Miyake long duster jacket, and it was exactly like this, like cut and everything. I was really hoping it was Issey Miyake, but it's not. However, this just gives me very strong vibes of Issey Miyake. It does have a little bit of wear, so I don't know if I'm gonna take the chance on it, but it's just so beautiful. This is when you know you found the good stuff though. That's the good stuff. Hands down the absolute coolest piece. I think they probably mistook this for a Halloween costume. This is a 1970s wet look from the Doll Factory dress. This is like a micro mini, I think Twiggy, like that type of style. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. Look at that zipper too. Talon zipper, gotta love it. Okay, this feels so weird because this haul is so freaking tiny because I did most of my haul at the beginning of this week, but nonetheless, I still want to show you guys a couple pieces that I did end up picking up from that store. This is the Doll Factory dress that I was talking about. I'm actually not going to do a try on for it right now. I might make a reel or a YouTube short or something like that when I wash it and get it in a little bit better condition, but I just wanted to show it on here so bad because I feel like you can see the shimmer under the light. This is a wet look dress, and that was a huge trend in like the 1960s, also in the early 90s. You had a lot of like wet leather look styles just make a huge splash in that decade. Look at that tag. Ugh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And not to mention, it's such a rare find. Does it look like a costume? Yes. Could I see Twiggy wearing it? Also yes. And the other piece were these Uniqlo trouser pants. I'm so excited that I'm finding so much Uniqlo out here because I'm just obsessed with that brand. So these are a little big, a little baggy on me. So I think they call for a belt, which is perfect because I did just pick up this belt also at the thrift store. She's a little loud though. Like, she's got a personality on her, so kind of got to deal with that. This is an absolute dream Florida fall time look because Lord knows I'm not going to get very much use out of like heavy weather clothes. So I feel like this is just the perfect look. I can still get those like fall time vibes that I'm craving and not sweat to death. Okay friends, I think I'm going to end the thrift extravaganza here. Thank you so much for watching as per usual. I am so excited to do a little bit more holiday content too. Not that I'm gonna put out like a whole Disney video, trust me you guys, we're still gonna do some thrifting, but I'm just excited to kind of get in the mood. I feel like in Florida, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get into the mood for holidays is by going to the theme parks and seeing the Christmas decorations and seeing faux snow. Definitely looking forward to that. But as per usual, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new around here, I might have a couple extra videos for you right here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.